I know liberals, Democrats, and progressives, whatever we want to call ourselves at any given point of the day, we don't typically like litmus tests, right? We do really have one good one that we kind of use as the standard for our candidates. Do you support a woman's right to choose? But even if they say no to that and they say, no, I'm a pro-life Democrat, we still pretty much have the party kind of lining up behind them anyway. So that's not even really a litmus test. It should be, but it's not. See, Republicans do have litmus tests. You know, you watch their campaigns. When they've got a heated primary, they'll go after their opponent and say, this guy thinks maybe we ought to get assault weapons off the streets. He doesn't think you should have your Second Amendment rights. They attack one another to the point where they force them all on the same page. It's a horrible page, but they make sure everybody gets on it. Meanwhile, over here on the left, we've got some great pages. We've got a page for a woman's right to choose. We've got a page for LGBTQ rights, which means treating them like every other human being. And we got a new page that came up just recently in this campaign. And that is a page for Medicare for All. And I firmly believe that Medicare for All should be a litmus test for all Democratic candidates seeking the office of the presidency. And I say if you don't support Medicare for All, then I don't care what else you have to say. You're done. You're out. You're gone. You don't exist in my book. And here's why. I know Medicare for All is some kind of lofty promise. Oh my God, it's crazy. How could we do it? Well, the same way all the other countries who have it do it. Oh my God, how do we pay for it? I don't know. Pick one of the very many plans out there that have been clearly laid out on how to pay for it. Elizabeth Warren's got one. Bernie Sanders has one. I have actually laid out my own plan on how you pay for this. It ain't that hard, really. So you pick one of those. But when we see these Democrats who go out there and they use these industry-funded talking points to attack Medicare for All, you're done. The health insurance industry, the pharmaceutical industry, and hospital corporations have priced people out of health care here in the United States. They are essentially accomplices in the murder of people who die every day because they can't afford their medication. They can't afford to go to the doctor. They can't afford to go to the hospital. And they die. And these industries are accomplices in those deaths. So I will not listen to any politician that goes out there and parrots the same talking points that those groups are putting out. Because you're siding with the murderers. You're siding with the people who would rather watch us die than to actually do what their job should be, which is to make sure we can go to the doctor, to make sure we can walk into the pharmacy and afford our medications. Me personally, recently, I had to stop taking my steroid inhaler to control my asthma. I'm not on it anymore because I can't afford it anymore. And I can't afford it anymore because I had to take all the money I had saved up to renew my kids' EpiPen prescriptions, which just cost me $1,300 because I have 2 kids with peanut allergies. And they're different ages, they're different sizes. So even though the EpiPack comes with 2, I can't use it on the younger one because it could kill her. So I have to get her smaller one, $650 a pop. So in order to get them their medicine, I had to forego mine. Medicare for All should be a litmus test. That's what primaries are for. Force everyone to get on board with this plan, to get on that page. And if they refuse, then you need to refuse to give them your vote. For me, this is a personal issue, and I take it very personally. And I absolutely will not, in this primary, support any candidate that does not support Medicare for All. I won't even give you the time of day because that's my issue. So yeah, maybe I'm a single issue voter right now, and that's perfectly fine for the primaries. We'll see how things shape up for the general. I've never voted for a Republican in my life for any single office, and there's no way I'm going to start in 2020 either, so don't worry about that. But in the primaries, I'm going to fight like hell. And I suggest you do the same. I have really good health insurance. I make decent money. And I still can't afford my medication. And there are tens of millions of people in this country far worse off than me, having to make even bigger medical sacrifices than what I have made. Do it for them. Don't think about you. Don't worry about just you. Do it for everyone else. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.